Hey guys, so it's been how long has it been since my last video? I don't know. Irrelevant. I'm making a video now, and it's just going to be me answering some questions that you guys have. I wanted to just kind of catch up with everyone and let everyone know how I've been doing and what I've been up to, just so that I don't know, so you guys can be on the same page as me. Especially if you don't follow me on Instagram or Twitter. That's where you can see most of what I've been up to, I guess. But for those of you who don't have Instagram or Twitter, I'm making this video, and then we can move on to my, topics that I like to discuss and whatever, because I have a lot of ideas for videos I want to make, but I just wanted to get this out of the way, answer questions that any of you guys have, and I asked on Instagram, and I shall answer. So this shall be fun. Okay, Nikki McClellan has 2 questions, and she wants to know what the biggest challenges were in starting my own makeup line, and do I suggest moving out at a young age? The first question, was it difficult? The most difficult thing starting my makeup line was definitely just the funds, because to start a business, especially how you want it to be, it can require a lot of money. And I didn't want to get any loans or have any investors, because I wanted to have complete and total control of how I run things and just how I just advertise and market and brand myself. I wanted that to be completely me. I didn't want anyone saying that I was spending money on the wrong things, or that, I just didn't want it to be taken away from me. I probably saved my money up for a year and a half, and I was working overtime at my job for the longest time just so I could afford everything. I didn't ask for any money or anything, just because I wanted to completely 100% do this myself. It's not exactly how I want it to be at this point, but I started everything when I was 19, and it's, of course, I have big dreams and goals, and just a future in general for my makeup line. It's not 100% what I want it to be, but for the amount of money that I had to start everything, I think I've done a great job with branding myself and just having a line that represents like what I'm interested in, what kind of person I am, and the style that I have. And all of you guys who are my subscribers tend to have a really similar style to me, so this makeup line is not only for me, but it's for you guys. I just wanted it to be easy for girls and guys like me who like neutrals, and they also appreciate dark and bold colors, but we're not just bright people. We're not just also dark people. We are just ourselves. This is becoming an advertisement for my makeup line, which I don't want to shamelessly promote my makeup line right now, but basically bottom line is, for how much money I had and for only being 19, I am proud of what I've been able to accomplish, and it definitely helps that I've had some amazing supportive people be a part of my team. That was just my boot for my shoe. I was zipping it up. So yeah, I've had some amazing and supportive people help me make my vision come true. It was amazing. Yeah. Okay. And do I suggest moving out at a young age? I think it definitely depends on just a few things. I mean, for me, I had been working since I was 11, so I had a lot of money saved up. I graduated early, and I already had a sister living in LA. It made sense for the industry that I originally wanted to be in to just move out of the state I was in, which I grew up in Ohio. So it made sense for me personally to move out, and it was doable for me. But if it's something that you aren't able to afford, and if it doesn't make sense, if it makes more sense to live with your parents for a while, I definitely recommend doing that. Otherwise, you will be struggling with paying bills and affording food and just living the lifestyle you want. What is my favorite thing about myself? I really don't know right now. I think my favorite thing about myself honestly would have to be the fact that I'm okay with being the creep that I am. I'm okay with being just a little bit off. I've completely accepted it, and I love the fact that I'm a very introverted person and that I do have a really cool mind, and even though not everyone's able to experience it and hear what I have to say, I'm really proud of the fact that I have a brain that I can use. Having the ability to think and to question things to the extent that I do is not a bad thing. I think it's a very good thing, actually. I'm glad that I think at all. I mean, nobody wants to be the person who lacks common sense, so I think it's great that I do have the mind that I have. I don't at all think I'm the most intelligent person ever, by any means, but I'm glad that I do have a mind of my own. I can come to my own conclusions, and I can form my own thoughts, and I have my own style, and I have my own way of just doing things, and I completely embrace it. I don't have any apologies for the way that I am, and I've just really grown to like who I am, and if people don't like it, it doesn't really matter to me. I like that about me. I like that I'm just myself. If you like me, then cool. And if you don't, who are you? Okay, Sarah Jasmine asks, how do I want to see my makeup line grow? And do I want to do more than just makeup products in the future? How I want to see my makeup line grow? I guess for the most part, I want to be able to have a lot more creative freedom with everything. As far as the advertising goes and the website and how I do my social media and the type of products that are available and the colors and everything, that's all able to be done by me. Unfortunately, I'm not actually inside of a lab creating the products and formulating everything. I'm working with a lab, but I'm not the one who's actually in the lab. And that's where I want things to be different. And do I want to have more than just makeup products? People have told me that I should do like perfume or should do nail polish. And I'm just like, you know what? I never really have my nails painted. I have like black nail polish on my thumb. So I don't want to do nail polish really, unless it's just nail polish that goes on without smudging all over your fucking hands and doesn't come off within a day. But I don't think that's possible. Perfume and stuff, I don't know. Perfume never really smells on me. I'll spray it. I'll spray it like 10 times. And I can't even smell it, and nobody even can smell it. It's stupid. So, no, I think I'm just going to stick to makeup. What things do I enjoy outside of YouTube? For whatever reason, whenever I read this question 2 days ago, I thought I would have an answer for this really easily. But I guess, simply put, this outside of YouTube, I do a lot of things. I work a lot, 40 hours a week. Other than that, I watch a lot of Netflix. I like to wander like shopping centers and malls. I like to hang out in parking lots. I like to spend a lot of time in like the grocery store for no apparent reason. I live a really boring life, but yeah, my life is just work, fulfill orders for my makeup line, and just do what makes me happy, which is just relax and hang out with my boyfriend and watch TV, refresh my Instagram and Twitter feed, I guess. I don't know, I'm boring. Besides makeup, what kind of things do I like to do in my downtime? I guess that last question just answered that. I like to do a lot of weird things. If I have the chance, I like to draw, and I love writing, and I like playing The Sims. And also, what is my morning routine? My morning routine, basically, it consists of me not wanting to wake up at all. Like, I never want to wake up. If it's the choice between like 5 or to like 30 more minutes of sleep or getting ready to like make my face look good and my hair look good, I will choose sleep. Sometimes I will come to work with no makeup on and do my makeup on my lunch break. So I love sleeping. So I don't really have a morning routine. My morning routine is fuck, I have to wake up. That's my morning routine. Okay, someone said that they remember that I was going to school for film, and they want to know if I finished film school and why did I choose to move to California. So, long story short, I guess, I chose to move to California because I did want to be in film. At that time, I had been doing a lot of YouTube videos, and I was incredibly interested in film as well. I combined that together, and I was like, well, I love film, and I love editing videos, and I love writing, so I want to be a video editor, I want to be a screenwriter, I want to be a film director. My sister already lived in California, so I wanted to move out there, live in LA, and study film, which I did. And as I was there, I was in a class with people that were way more passionate about film than I was, and I couldn't hold a conversation with them. I was constantly confused, and I didn't know the names of the people they were talking about. I thought I had watched a lot of fucking movies, but apparently not, because these people must watch a movie 3 times a day. I just didn't know enough, and you know, it's still a huge hobby of mine, and it's still, I love film. I wish I could still in the future direct something or do a screenplay for something. It would be great, but it was then that I realized I wanted to find something that I was passionate about, the way that these people were passionate about film. That time I always was like, no, makeup is so much of a hobby that I would never want it to be my career because then I would hate it. Newsflash, whatever you're doing, there's going to be times where you really hate what you're doing. It might as well be something that you almost entirely love completely. So basically what I'm getting at is that's when I decided, you know what? Makeup is more than a hobby to me. It is my passion. I know a lot about makeup. I feel like I am one of those people where I tend to know a lot more about makeup than the girl sitting next to me, and that's fine. That's how I felt when I was in film school. I was that person sitting next to the people who knew more than I did. You need to find that thing that you know the most about and pursue that. Like, if you know a lot about spatulas, study spatulas. I don't know. Just find what you love and don't stop going after it. Because you will have bad days, but at least you're doing something that you love and something you enjoy and something you are passionate about, something you can have a conversation about, comfortably have a conversation about, whatever it is. That's what I encourage you guys to do, because that's what I have. And having a job, I'm going into the crazy land. Was it hard creating your own makeup line? Yes. It was hard. It took about close to 2 years. So, and it's still not how I want it to be. So yes, it was hard. It was definitely worth it. So yes. Yes. What makes you feel safe and comfortable in life? I don't really have an answer to that because a lot of times I don't feel safe and comfortable. Not in a paranoid way, but just like everyone's alone. Like, just everyone at the end of the day is alone, and you're on your own. So I don't really know what makes me feel safe and comfortable. Yeah, I can't answer that actually. I really can't. If you didn't have your boyfriend in LA, where would you still have moved to live somewhere you know no one in? I think the question is, where would I have moved if it weren't for my boyfriend living in California? He didn't live in LA, actually. I was still planning on moving to California regardless of my boyfriend living here. I happened to start talking to him like a few months before I moved out, which was already in the plans for my future. So I was like, oh, cool, I'll be there, and, you know, he's going to live an hour away from where I'm moving to, so we'll hang out, and, you know, it'll be fine. I'll have a friend, but, yeah, it turned into more, and now 3.5 years later, we're still together. I wouldn't have moved anywhere else. Why did I stop doing YouTube videos? Work. Do you still watch and like Onision? Because I remember you really liked him. Yes. No. No, I don't. I was saying yes to the fact that in the past I really liked him. But no, I do not watch his videos anymore. I don't even know what he's doing. I can't remember if it was 2 years ago or what it was, but I couldn't take watching his videos anymore. And because things got a little too dramatic and crazy in his personal life, and that went into his videos, and I just felt like that was stuff that shouldn't have been put online. So yeah, we used to be friends, but then he unfollowed me on Twitter, so that kind of helps someone not like you anymore, I guess. And what's the hardest thing about being vegan? Did you notice any changes in your body since you went vegan as opposed to when I just was vegetarian? What advice would you have for new vegans or people who want to incorporate vegan options into their diet? I'm going to try to answer this to the best of my ability because it is a lot of questions. There's a lot I could talk about. I probably should just make a veganism video. The reason I went vegan in the first place a year ago is because I've been a vegetarian for 5 years, and all of my food choices basically revolved around cheese. All I was eating was cheese, 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 dairy, 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 dairy. And that's not healthy. I gained a lot of weight because of it, and I was a vegetarian, and I wanted to fix that. I was like, well, if I go vegan, I can't have the option of eating anything with dairy, so I'll lose weight. And also because I watched Vegucated, and I was like just shocked with how much the dairy industry is just so terrible. And it's actually really, really bad for our environment too, but I won't get into that. If you want to learn about it, you should look it up yourself, and I'm not going to preach. I did end up losing about 15 pounds immediately after going vegan because just the amount of cheese that I wasn't eating was making me drop weight. Then I hit a plateau, I guess, and I still eat kind of poorly. Oreos are vegan, carbs and sugar, there's still options that you can have that are vegan, but they're not necessarily healthy. So if you're wanting to be vegan, just be healthy. It does help that I do live in Southern California, where there's a lot of vegan and vegetarian restaurants, and there is an app called Happy Cow that you can use, and it'll tell you all the vegan and vegetarian restaurants in your area. It's really cool. So I recommend using that if you're wanting to find places in your areas or shopping centers that sell vegan options. Just go look at blogs and Instagram pages, and it'll help give you ideas. I don't know. Yeah. So that's all that I'm going to answer right now. I'm starting to lose my voice because I've been talking all day. I just need vocal rest. So I feel really ADD, and I'm tired as hell. So I will talk to you guys all later. It has been fun. I do want to make a topic video next. So list in the comments down below which topics you'd like me to cover, and I will get on it next week. Okay, bye guys.